You're just a one-off kind of person. You're irreplaceable. You're laid back. You have this energy about you whereby you know yourself. You are the embodiment of cool. You are the embodiment of Zen. You are the embodiment of having a vibe. It's a vibe to you. People feel very at ease whenever they are around you. You have certain words that can calm down people's nervous system. You could have a very softly spoken voice, or you speak with so much charm and grace. Your words are poetic, and many people fall in love with your charm and your whole aura. When you're not around, many people miss you a lot, but they may not say this to you because they don't want to appear like a fan. And some of these individuals struggle to maintain balance when you're not around. You see, you have that energy whereby whenever you are around, you make people believe in the impossible. This could be through your words of empowerment, your words of encouragement, but whenever people are around you, the traits that you possess, i.e. your strength, the way that you just do things with ease, rubs off on other people. You have this way about you whereby you make people feel like things are going to turn out for the best. You could be very optimistic, or even if you don't say positive words, you just have this laid back approach, and you have this way whereby you maintain a certain inner peace, and it makes people feel relaxed. It's a very attractive trait to have. You bring a lot of calm within your environments. So when you're not around, a lot of people feel scattered, unhappy, but you leave segments of your energy, even if you're not in a place, and people remember how you made them feel, and people tap into that emotion that you possess, i.e., not to scare you, of if my butterfly doesn't stress about this situation and things work out for him or her, then I'm going to take a leaf out of their book. And then 9 times out of 10, things do actually turn around. You are very eccentric, electric. A lot of people feel like they cannot put you in a box. You may look one way, but then you act another way. You may look very reserved in a sense in your own world, but then you're very chatty. Then you're very funny, but then you're very animated. People may feel like you live this reckless life, like you're always partying. Then they find that you like spending time on your own. You like your own company. You may go out a lot on your own, take yourself out on dates on your own. Many people may have tried to judge you because they couldn't work you out. And you have come to the point in your life whereby you're not trying to appease anyone. You don't explain or over-explain to people about who you are. You've got this energy of take me as I am. I'm not going to conform to what you want me to be. You've done a lot of healing, and you are doing a lot of healing. And when you find that people are not for you, you don't try and force yourself to fit in. You just move away. Because you have that inner knowing that you can be your own best friend, and people that are for you will connect with you. And this makes a lot of people obsessed with you, especially those people that feel, why don't you conform? A lot of people love your mind. They love the way you think. People get addicted to your conversations. People get addicted to your whole energy. And a lot of people want to invest in you. invest in friendships, invest in relationships. And when you do connect with people on a friendship level, in a romantic sense, they don't want to let you go. They may not say it in words, but you are a rarity. And if you do date people, they feel like they have a best friend, a confidant, and a lover all in one. You bring a lot of happiness into people's life. You're very vibrant. You're very fun. Charitable is what I'm hearing. Optimistic. High energy. And you have the capabilities to make those that say they don't want anything serious, they don't want a relationship, fall in love. How could you not fall in love with someone like you? You are pure magic in real form. Literally. And when you're not around, it is noticed. It's almost as if the sun has disappeared from people's life. You do not seek outside validation to the point where you humiliate yourself and others. You are taken seriously, and others have no choice but to respect you. A lot of people put respect on your name because you have a lot of respect for yourself. You have a very commanding presence, regardless of how you look. You could look very fairy-like this beautiful woman on the picture. Refined features, model-like, beautiful hair. People love your hair, by the way. Beautiful skin. And people may feel like, oh, I bet she's stuck up. Oh, I bet she's this. I bet she's that. And when they talk to you, they realize that you're softly spoken. You're well-mannered. You're caring. You're kind. And it's like, wow. Or some people may feel like, oh, I bet he thinks he's nice. Bet he thinks he can get all the girls or all the guys if you're into same gender. And then when they talk to you, they realize that you've been through a lot. They realize that you're juggling a lot, and they realize that you still make time for fun and play, and you may like going skateboarding, you may like fencing, you may like doing graffiti painting. People get the wrong impression of you, but when they find out about who you really are, they become obsessed. And you are very independent, okay? But you know how to balance it out to receive from others. So yes, you are independent, but you know how to be in your feminine, receptive energy. And people like to give to you, whether you are a male or a female, right? Especially if you're a male. You know how to be in your feminine energy. You know how to receive. But at the same time, you are still independent. You know how to give to yourself. And that is what makes people want to give to you. You don't walk around with your begging bowl. And people just want to spoil you, to be fair. You get your point across to others without being disrespectful. You are direct and firm, but you are aware of your boundaries so that you do not make the other person feel disrespected. You have a lot of respect for people, and you talk and treat people the way you want to be treated, and that is remembered. Even if you don't F with someone, you know how to have a boundary. You understand that they are a human being too, and they should be treated with respect. You may not want to be around them, but even if you are around them, you won't make it awkward for them. You may just pretend that they don't exist, but you're not going to try and go out of your way to try and make someone feel uncomfortable. You were raised well. Even if you weren't raised with your parents, you know, you have a natural way about you whereby you believe in fairness, kindness, and balance. So you just genuinely want people to live a life of peace, even if you don't mess with them. Peace away from you. They don't have to be in your life. You don't believe in going out of your way to cause havoc and drama and revenge. You're not like that. You got that way about you whereby you believe that if someone's wronged you, they're going to get dealt with by the universe or God or whoever you believe in. But you need to focus on building up your strength. You need to focus on what's important to you, investing in yourself and in your hobbies. And 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, you realize and you come to find in some cases that whoever has wronged you does face karma. You get to hear about it, but you don't actively go out of your way to do it because you know about the law of karma and you know about repercussions. You let the universe deal with them, and you are protected. You are protected. And some people can sense this off you. That's why they want to be near you and draw from you. And you've become very boundaried over the years because you're learning that not everyone deserves access to your precious, beautiful, once in a lifetime rare energy. Keep shining, butterflies. You're amazing. Who are you?